I'm Brian Martell.
I'm Ann Mitchell.
And this is the Patriot Podcast.
And our guest here is Mr. Stuckis.
Thanks for having me on the show, Brian and Ann. It's quite an honor to be here. What did you guys think of the 2-hour delay today?
It was okay.
Could have been better. I could go for a good, what do you say?
A little bit more sleep?
Matter of fact, make it no school day. I'd rather just sleep in.
Yeah, I hear you. So do you remember there were times where it was the flexible instructional day where you would do classes online?
Yeah, they suddenly stopped doing that. I mean, like, sometimes I would look on my computer just to check, but after this year, I stopped doing it because I didn't know if they were doing it.
Yeah, so what I think is happening now is the first 3 are going to be no school. So whenever there's a snow day, no school, no work. And then after they use those 3 days up, they'll start going back to flexible instructional days. And that's important for you guys because you guys are graduating this year. That's exciting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want your graduation day to be extended more into June.
Yep.
Sorry.
So, yeah, it was a 2-hour delay today. Got a little bit more sleep.
Yep.
What do you guys think of like how the classes go on a 2-hour delay, only 30 minutes long? Do you like those? Would you rather that than the 45-minute classes?
Yeah.
Yeah, and besides, I get to literally go home early.
Well, that's on days when it's snowing and we're in school. Those are kind of the best, right? When we're in school in the morning and then it starts snowing and they let us out at 12 o'clock, early dismissal, they call it.
Yeah.
What do you think is better, 2-hour delay or early dismissal?
Early dismissal.
I would say 2-hour delay, but early dismissal all the way.
Yeah. You guys won't have to worry about those next year because you'll be graduating and on to brighter and better things, as they put it.
Yeah.
So this is the Patriot Podcast. It's really exciting that you guys are here and you're interviewing. And you were talking before when we were doing the sound check. I feel like we did a million sound checks to get these microphones working. But you said you were going to, the Gramercy restaurant
Yeah.
after this? You know, I've never
Tomorrow.
I've never eaten, tomorrow. I've never eaten at the Gramercy restaurant. Can you believe that?
No.
What is that restaurant supposed to be anyway?
It's like an Italian.
Good. What's your favorite food when you go to Gramercy? What's your go-to?
Chicken tenders, paschetti, with like sauce or like meatballs.
Mm-hmm. Sounds delicious.
I want spaghetti right now.
You're making Brian hungry. I heard their pizza is really good there, too.
They have pizza.
Yeah, they are good, but like my mom gets it, so.
And did she let you have a slice sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes I don't really eat it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who would say no to pizza? Like, why?
I like it from like if it's like fresh out of the oven.
You don't do the leftover pizza?
That's I like pizza. I will eat any leftover pizza.
Not for breakfast.
Breakfast pizza. I guess some people have pizza for breakfast. Cold pizza. Do you ever have cold pizza?
No.
Has to be microwaved or heated up. What
No.
about toppings on a pizza? You got a favorite topping?
Plain and margarita.
Oh, very good. No pepperoni or sausage, meatball?
Sausage and pepperoni, but I don't know about a meatball.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite pizza place around the area?
Tony's.
Yes.
Or like Sabatini's.
Ooh.
Vito's for me.
What is it called? Vito's.
Yeah, Vito's Pizza.
Yeah. I think I've had that before as well. Yeah, I think everyone kind of likes pizza. There's some people that don't like pizza out there, but I think
I only get their like paschetti meatballs.
yeah, definitely the Tony's Pizza for me is the best. I like that since I was a kid. What about the school's pizza?
I honestly love it, and the best thing, you get it every single day.
I don't get pizza there.
What do you get?
Usually like a chicken patty or a Doritos or like that.
Mm-hmm. How's the chicken patty?
Good.
Right. And what about you, Brian? Do you go with what's your go-to? What's your favorite lunch food?
if there's like anything on the left side, I would go there. But if it's all full, then I'm always going with a pizza because that's always quicker. I'm not waiting in a line.
Do you ever bring your lunch?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Some people bring it, some people. Now, you know, a couple years ago, they changed the people who make the foods. It's
Oh my
Met's
gosh.
Culinary now. Did you notice the difference?
No.
No?
What do you mean?
So I guess for a few years they had a different people that were producing the food, and they changed that up a couple years ago. I think it was actually last year. They went with Met's Culinary, and I think a lot of the kids are enjoying the school lunches. It's a big thing at colleges too. So we go to Bloomsburg University every year for a journalism conference, and they have a cafeteria there. They have sushi there. They have carving stations, and they want to get kids to go to their school because of how good the food is there. They have ice cream. That's great. Do we have ice cream in our? Can you guys get ice cream or some kind of?
Like there's like a freezer door.
I don't even know if we have ice cream. I'd have to look into that to see if there's ice cream. I know when I was going to school here, way back in the day, we used to get kind of like there's like snow cones and stuff like that you can get, and they were really good.
Dang, I wish I was
Yeah.
born early.
Yeah, it was a good time to be alive back then in 2000. That's when I graduated, 24 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Wow is right. You know, someday you're going to be there, though, too. You're going to be talking. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, I graduated 25 years ago.
Well, you know, if you had to go to somewhere to eat, how about I recommend the Luzerne Community County College? I mean, me and Ann went there, and I tell you, and I kid you not, that cafeteria was not a cafeteria. It was a full-blown restaurant.
Oh, wow. That's really good. And so that goes back to what I was saying, that these colleges, and even here at the high school, they really want to start giving kids and students the best food that they could possibly have.
Mhm.
Healthy food as well.
And if she's telling healthy food I would eat, it's fruit and carrots.
Fruit and carrots, right. My go-to fruit is banana. I have a banana every morning. That's my breakfast.
Who wouldn't like a banana? And every time it's the breakfast for lunch, I always dip that banana in syrup.
Okay, that's good, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, Ann? You have a favorite?
I get oatmeal.
Oh, that's good for you, too. A lot of people like the oatmeal. So you guys, like I said, you're both seniors. You're going to be graduating. When you look back at your high school career, is there like a favorite teacher that you guys have?
Miss Mazar.
Miss Mazar, yeah. And we want to get her on the podcast. Hopefully she'll hear this one and she'll be like, I'm going on that podcast. I'm going to get interviewed by Brian and Ann.
Mine's Miss Joyce.
Oh, yeah, Miss Joyce. Oh, geez, the lights just went out here
Hey, who
on
tur-
us here in the podcast
Hey,
room.
who
We have
turned
to.
out the
Somebody has to come out from the outside and move in here so they could turn the lights back on. And Coulter Sienkiewicz just walked in. He's our producer. He walked in to get these lights back on, so we're not sitting here in the dark. But that's nice, Mrs. Joyce. We just saw her. She was doing one of her clubs. Do you have Miss Joyce in class, Ann?
Yeah, for 7th period.
Same
Oh,
here.
okay. What class do you take with Miss Joyce?
Career development.
Oh, okay. And how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, very good. What is it about Miss Joyce that you like? Is she just fun?
She's fun. She's funny, and she's like so playful. Like she lets us do anything.
Very good. And what about Mrs. Mazer? What makes her just a special teacher that you say she's the best?
Towards me, she's the best because she's like one of the most like chill teachers I ever met because I literally like teachers that take it slow and like they don't give out a lot of work but they do that to make sure that like they get the lesson on slowly so you slowly understand it and then give you the work because if I was the teacher I want to make sure that they fully got it, not just give out a lot of work at random.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to take some of that advice because I go fast. I'm like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, quick, let's go on to the next lesson. And sometimes I feel like I got to fit everything in. So I got to slow it down a little bit. So I have to take that advice from Mrs. Mazer.
Yep.
So what else you guys want to talk about?
So
Well, yeah, I know what we could talk about since it's all. So we're done with Thanksgiving. What's next?
Christmas.
It's
Big time.
to look like Christmas.
Everywhere you go. What about Christmas songs? You like Christmas music and
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kind of
Every
stuff?
day I listen to
Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'm kind of nervous every time I hear a Christmas song.
You get nervous. Why is that?
I mean, I am grown up, but it's like if I'm seeing like watching kid like things or doing kid like things, I'm like I get immediately scared or just try to like hide it to not feel like I'm a kid again. But it's like, yeah, I had to be a kid at heart.
What about Christmas music for you, Anne? Do you listen just on the radio or
on my phone.
on your phone? Oh, okay. Like, yeah. Oh, okay. And do you put the headphones in or the earbuds?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people, that Mariah Carey song, All I Want for
All
Christmas
I
Is
Want for
You.
Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, do you like that one?
Yeah.
That's like the popular one. That's the number one.
The mean one.
So that we can hear Mr. Grinch. How about movies, Christmas movies?
Some, yeah.
Why'd you say some? The best movie that ever came out, it was the two movies I remember were probably popular back in the day are to me Dr. Seuss and Famous The Grinch and Home Alone. For some reason to this
Oh,
day, I don't
yeah.
understand why it's popular.
Oh, you don't understand why Home Alone is popular?
Yeah, I really don't understand it. Towards me, it's just about some kid who was locked up in his own house because he wanted to be alone, but he had to literally fend off literal thieves just to protect his own house.
Yeah, that's interesting. That when you first said that he wanted to be alone, I was going to say no, he didn't want to be alone, but he did, right? Remember, he said he wished that his family disappeared,
And then
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it came true.
he got it, but he technically didn't.
Yeah, his mom came back and saved the day. And what do you think of Home Alone?
It's kind of painful to watch.
I see. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Do you have a favorite one?
Christmas with the Cranes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is that the one with, I think, Tim Allen? I'm going to have to look that up. I should have a computer here. I know the computer's all the way over there, so I can't go over because I'm interviewing here. But I've seen that one, I think, I can't really recall it. I like Elf.
Elf, yeah.
Elf is a good one.
I love Elf.
That's a popular one.
I literally just replay that movie every single.
Yeah,
day.
my favorite part is when the guy says that Santa's going to be there, and he goes, "Santa, I know him," and he gets really excited for him.
I mean, like,
Until he fights him. Like,
Oh yeah, he fights that guy at the end because he was calling him an elf, and he said he's a mean little elf.
it scares me.
Oh, that scares you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be a comedy. Comedies are supposed to make you laugh.
Comedy it does, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that is true. Comedy does have its moments to where it's sometimes that will happen. Those moments are kind of the funniest.
Yeah. How has Christmas changed for you guys? Now, I know it was different when you were a kid to what you are now as you're becoming into young adulthood. Is it a little different for you? Or is it still the same? Do you still have that Christmas spirit?
I still have my Christmas spirit. It's just all the time. I keep hearing this from my nephew. Like, he's like, "Where's the candy canes?" And I'm like, "Alex, like, honey, I love you, but like, I don't know when we're getting it."
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of candy canes.
Me either.
Yeah, I think...
Wow, what a coincidence! Because look what I brought with me.
Yeah, Miss
have a-
Bizarre
you have a
got
ki-
us candy.
this is why she's the best, right? Not only does she take things slow, and she brought you candy
We're gonna have
canes.
a fun
And I'm a
Friday
hater of candy
tomorrow.
canes. What was that, Ann?
We're having a fun Friday in Miss Joyce's room.
Ah, see, again, I'm not having a fun Friday. We're reading Romeo and Juliet.
If it,
Remember that play?
That's a song from Taylor Swift.
if
That
for
is a song from Taylor
For
Swift.
my Christmas spirit, it's never like gone out. Like
Good.
Towards me, like even to this day, I'm still thinking, yeah, Santa is real.
I'm kind of like an Ebenezer Scrooge. You know, the bah humbug.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's just because I'm old and, spending money on Christmas presents and going out there shopping and all that stuff. It's kind of stressful sometimes for some people.
Yeah.
But it is a nice time of the year. And then you get into New Year's, and it's a new year, 2025. It's pretty wild, right, when you think about it.
Yep.
I'm going to apply to Misericordia.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do you know what you're going to study when you go there?
Teaching.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
If I was going to the LCC, like the Luzerne Community County
We went
College,
there yesterday.
I'm either in between culinary or photography. My mother suggested it. I mean, when I do pictures too, but I always like shake because I really can't stand still.
Oh, I see. So we were going to do a photography contest, the spirit of Christmas, but I don't know if we're going to be able. We don't have enough time because Christmas right around the corner. It's going to be here before you know it. Maybe 15 days away.
I know who the teacher who does it, like who does photography. It's Miss Noon.
Oh,
which
that's
is
right.
Jimmy's mom.
That's right. Yeah, she's at all the sporting events. She does a really great job for Pittston area.
Yeah, and I think she's coming here tomorrow.
She should come here and take pictures of us here at the Patriot Podcast.
She should.
Now, Anne, when you first sat down here and we started doing the microphone here and we were doing the sound check, you said that you feel popular.
Yeah.
You still feel popular?
Yeah.
Well, wait till we put this on YouTube. And
I wonder when this is coming out.
well, we have to edit it and then we have to
Yeah,
kind of do all this, put it all together. We're gonna have to cut out a lot of the stuff that, my ums and my audible pauses, so that I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I wonder. By the time I look up, I wonder if the moon is right above me. Oh, look.
Oh,
the
that's good
Christmas
that you asked about the time. Let's see what time it is, because you guys. Oh, it's 3:22, so we're gonna have to wrap it up because we only have till 3:30.
moon. Oh, no.
So let's wrap it up this way. So we talked about restaurants. We talked about pizza and the food at the cafeteria. We talked about Christmas. We talked about graduating and the half days and the school days, 2-hour delays. Do you guys have anything that's on your Christmas list this year you're asking for? Is there anything?
A Marc Jacob tote bag.
Marc Jacob tote bag. Who's Marc Jacob?
It's just a brand.
Just a brand? Yeah. Do you already have anything Marc Jacob?
No.
How much is a Marc Jacob tote bag? $3,000?
Yeah.
No, it can't be that much.
It is.
Oh my goodness. You can't be serious. That's a lot of
Well,
money.
My friend has one.
You're going to be glamorous when you walk in.
I know.
What about you, Brian? Anything on your Christmas list?
I don't know. My brain is still processing.
How about this? Can you think of like the best Christmas present that you ever gotten? Mine was a basketball hoop. Got a basketball hoop one year. I was like, this is great. Because I was really into basketball when I was your age.
Honestly, when I was little, I kind of discovered video games when I was little because I still remember to this day that I didn't get what it was at first when I first saw it, but I was immediately in love with it when I first tried out my first video game. So I'm still into it to this day, but I'm trying to like get off of it a lot, but I really can't. But it's like, yeah, what is going on?
Well, we could do a really quick promo. We could talk about how they're doing the Technology Club and the Multimedia Club are coming together. We're joining forces for the Mario Kart tournament, December 19th.
Mario Kart.
Luigi, it's Mario. Do you play video games, Anne?
No.
No video games? What about board games?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I like board games. They're fun. Uno.
Monop-
That's a card game, though.
Yeah.
Monopoly,
Monopoly.
the best board game to ever.
Do you guys do Monopoly Go on the phone?
No, I
No.
never tried it.
No, I never tried it either. I never got into that.
I only have like Hooked on Words and Block Blast.
What about I know we're all over the place here with subjects, and I'm going to do another hard transition here. What about social media? You guys have TikTok and the Snapchat and the Instagram and the
I'm not really
Facebook?
I'm not
No.
really a social media guy, but I think I'm gonna be trying to like be a little out there, but I don't want to be like out there like but like like say hey we're gonna be doing this doing that. No, I'm just gonna be sharing my honest opinions and just try not to be like those like the people in social media today.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you guys don't have what I call the TikTok. That seems to be a big one.
I got TikTok, but I keep uninstalling it and installing it back. But it's like, there are some funny videos.
So, Anne, you said that you were a little nervous about doing the podcast, but you have a YouTube channel, so you shouldn't be nervous, right? You're already,
Yeah.
You
It
already
takes me a little bit to like recognize.
What do you talk about on your YouTube channel?
Like makeup tutorials.
Oh, good. Good for you. Yeah.
Don't do any makeup on me. Literally, don't. Please don't put me in one.
I will. I'll do it on him.
That she means me. She's going to do some makeup. I need some makeup. You cover up my wrinkles so I look younger. Do you know all those people on the news? They wear makeup. Everybody you see on TV, even the men, they have all makeup on.
And yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah. Well, maybe you never noticed it before. Now and then when you
I
watch
mean,
the news, you'll see. You're like, oh, those people are wearing makeup.
I mean,
I
like
make
when you watch movies of your famous actors like Adam Sandler, he looks like he's the same age like when he first started, or like he just got a little older.
Yeah, that could be maybe like a CGI, because nowadays they make people look younger even in the movies. It's amazing what they can do with that artificial intelligence.
I'm a Swiftie, actually.
Taylor Swift. Yep. She's big time, I'm telling you.
She entered her Eras tour.
Have you ever seen her live in concert?
No,
No.
only in the movie theaters.
Well, maybe she'll hear the Patriot podcast and she'll be like, I'm getting Ann Mitchell a ticket, and you got to come see Taylor Swift.
I want.
That'd be
to-
great.
I never met.
That'll make
actual
my
pop
day.
star.
Yeah.
I've never actually met a pop star. I've never met a star in my life.
You know what I do really want to meet though is Bruno Mars.
Okay. You know, I met The Rock before. You guys know The Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Wait,
Yeah.
you actually met The
Yeah,
Rock?
so I lived in New York City for a year of my life. I wanted to become a big time actor, and he was at a restaurant that I was working at, and I asked him because I was at Toronto in the Sky Dome when he fought Hulk Hogan, and I asked him what that match was like, and he was really nice, and he talked to me about how he had to think on his toes that night, and it was just really great to talk to him about wrestling. And he didn't just brush me off. He was a really nice celebrity, which sometimes doesn't happen. Sometimes you talk to celebrities and you hear that they're kind of mean. But he was very gracious and answered my question, which was
My
nice.
new
And
song
then I
is-
served him some mashed potatoes
Yeah.
because that's what I did. That's what I did at the restaurant. You serve them their food.
Food, yeah.
All right. Well, I think this was a very successful first Patriot podcast, Brian
Yeah.
and Ann. I'm glad that you guys took the time to come on and interview me and talk to me. And hopefully we get to do it sometime next time. Maybe, so you said Miss Mazer is your favorite teacher and Miss Joyce. Perhaps in the next couple of weeks we could get them on and we can have a conversation as well.
Why you say Miss Mazer? Isn't it Miss Mazar?
Oh, I don't know. Well, when you have her on the podcast, you can ask her that. Is it caramel or is it caramel? Is it Caribbean or is it Caribbean? Is it data or data? Is it Mazer or Mazar?
It's bizarre.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm Brian Martell,
I'm Ann Mitchell.
and this was the Patriot Podcast.